Hello, experienced violin players. All right, this is your second part of your lesson for the first week of 2021. We're going to start on the C major 2-octave scale. Now, you all were kind of lucky because we started with G major in the first part of the year. And that's a really nice, easy scale on the violin because you don't have to shift. You just have to change finger patterns from finger pattern 2 to finger pattern 1. Now, today we're going to start the C major 2-octave scale. And this one's a little bit trickier on violin because you will need a shift into third position. However, we have been practicing our reading in third position, so you should be pretty comfortable up in third position. And the nice thing about this is it still is just finger patterns. It's kind of the opposite of G major. G major was pattern 2 and then pattern 1. C major is going to be pattern 1 and then pattern 2 after you shift. So we'll take it nice and slow. We'll start with half notes. I'll show you kind of how we're going really, really slow, and then we'll practice it together. So let's go ahead and start off with our bows and instruments. If this seems kind of hard to you right now, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not really sure about C major. This is really new for me. That's totally great. I would maybe set down the bow, okay? So you can just focus on the left hand. I am going to play with the bow so you can hear me more easily. But no worries if you would like to set down the bow and do pizzicato. That's a really good way to practice it first if you feel a little bit overwhelmed. So take your bow, find a beautiful left hand shape, or just put your feet on the floor, sit nice and tall, take a nice deep breath, soften the shoulders, bring your instrument up, nice tall bird wings for my cellos. Oh, just kidding, this is just for violins. So here we are, instruments on the collarbone, head drops onto the chin rest. Make sure your shoulders are still nice and relaxed. Left hands come down, nice tall left hand shape. Curl the fingers over the G string and find that third finger note. That's where we're going to start. Okay, that's C. That's the beginning of our scale now. So this is C major, and we're going to start off with finger pattern 1, and then I'll show you where we're going to shift. So here we go, nice and slow. Half notes, super slow. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay? Usually we'd stop right there and go back down, but we're going to keep going, and the way we can keep going is by shifting up. So now move your first finger to the third tape, and the note is D. So find that note D. We're now in third position because our first finger is on the third tape. Here is D. We're going to keep going. D, E, this is finger pattern 2, F, G, go to the E string. First finger is on A, B, and C. And so we end on our third finger. We started on the third finger, we end on the third finger. So this is a really nice first 2-octave scale if this is new for you. So let's go back down. Find your high C again. We won't repeat it, but let's repeat it now just so we know where we are. Here's high C. Go backwards. B, A. This is probably the trickiest spot. Fourth finger goes to the A string. That's the note G. Here we go. G, F, E, D. Now shift down and find C, which is first finger pattern. Second finger is touching the first finger, C. B, A, G, F, E, D, and C. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and do the arpeggio now. It's good to do it right away so we don't get scared of it. It's not super hard. We're going to have C, E, and G, all right? So the nice thing about this is we do get to shift on the second finger, which I really find comfortable. So let's practice. We'll just go all the way through it. We'll take it nice and slow just like we did. First thing, though, go ahead and say the letters to yourself a few times. C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, okay? Let's do 2 more. C, E, G, C, E, G. The C major arpeggio has those 3 notes in it. since we are doing a 2-octave warm-up, we're going to go C, E, G, C, E, G, and then we're going to do one more C at the top to kind of finish it and make it feel complete. Okay? So C, E, G, C, E, G, G, E, C, G, E, C. There we go. All right. So beautiful bowl hold, nice and round. Feet on the floor. Tap the pinky. Take a nice deep breath to soften the shoulders. Instrument comes up to the collarbone. Drop the chin. Beautiful stop sign shape, nice tall wrist. Curl those fingers over the G string. Find the note C to start. Here we go, arpeggio time. 1, 2, half notes, slowly. C, E, G, C. Okay, now stop right here and slide on your second finger up to your 4th finger tape. Okay, so your second finger is going from 1st position on the note C, and now it's going to 3rd position. This is the same place you were before, but now we're skipping the 1st finger note. So we're just going. So obviously you don't want to hear the slide that much, but if you do hear the slide at first, that's okay. Leave your finger on the string, don't pick it up. Okay, we're going to E, so find that note E now with your second finger. You're on the A string with your second finger and it should match the open E, so that's kind of nice, you can check yourself. Here's E, and here it is E. Okay, after E comes G, so we're going to use our 4th finger for G. E, G, and C is your 3rd finger. Let's do that part that's in 3rd position again because it's kind of tricky. So find E. There's your E, find it. E, next is G. Next is C. And you'll notice I actually leave these down. I'm not going to pick up G and E because I'm going to go right back to them. So when I go to C, I just move my 3rd finger over. And so I have this shape here. My 1st finger is just in the air chilling out. But I keep it close to the string. So this shape, you want to have this shape right now. Because then here you are on C. And you just go back down. Okay? So once you found that shape, you can go E. Let's go from the top again. Find your high C, which is 3rd finger on the E string, C. G is next. Go back to G with your 4th finger on the A string. Then go back to E. You can lift up the other fingers, 2nd finger. Slide on your 2nd finger back down to C. And then it's what we know already. G, E, C. All right, I'm going to do that again in half notes without stopping. And then we're going to try it with the metronome. If you feel like the metronome is going to be too fast for you today, you can stop the video after we do this and practice it slowly on your own 4 more times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, arpeggio. C, E, G, C, shift, G, leave it down, C, go back, G, pick it up, E, slide, C, G, C. And then if you want to finish it, you can go G with your 3rd finger and just end on C. Or if you're feeling fancy and you want to do a C chord, you put your 2nd finger, it's just like the G chord. You put your 2nd finger on C, put your 1st finger on E, and then play open G. And that's a really nice way to end it. So I'll go. And that's how I'm going to end. Okay? So if that seems like too much, the chord is totally optional. All right? And you can just play C, G, C, and end like that. Okay? If you're like, wow, that was a lot of new information for me today, you can stop the video here, start it over, and watch me do it slowly, or stop and think about it on your own and do it yourself. I also have the sheet music for this. You just have to ask, and I can totally send it to you if that's helpful. I'm now going to put the metronome on though and play it 4 more times faster. So for those of you that already know the scale, you feel ready to do it quickly, you can go ahead and practice it with me now. So here we go. This is 63 beats. That's going to be our quarter note. And we're going to do our favorite rhythm, which is quarter, eighth note, shift. Okay? Actually, no. I was 1 note early. Da, 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 shift. Da, da. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Here we go. Nice and tall. Feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. Soften the shoulders. Curl that pinky, wiggle the thumb. Find the first tape on the bow, on the G string. Nice tall left hand. Curl the fingers over, find C. There it is. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Shift. Shift. Sorry, that was out of tune. Okay, arpeggio was a little out of tune. Here we go, we'll try it again. 1 and 2 and 3 more times. Here we go. Not doing vibrato. I keep kind of sneaking it in when I'm out of tune, but vibrato on your scales is not super helpful because we're trying to establish good intonation. So try not to vibrato, and do use your 4th finger when you're coming back down. All right, here we go. 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was much better. I was much more focused. Here we go. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was good too. Awesome. So at least you have 2 that we're really in tune to practice along with. If you tried that and it was a train wreck, don't worry. Please ask me for slower videos. I have 2 more videos on my YouTube channel about this C major scale. One of them is like another lesson that's older, and one of them I like take it way slowly, like so slowly, and I go through the whole thing and I break it up a lot. So if you want the super slow video, please let me know and I can give that to you in class. All right. So thank you for finishing this video, watching it all the way through. You should be very proud of yourself. I'll see you soon, and thank you for being great students.